We play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to the first episode of Rules You Got Wrong. Well, it's not the first episode. We actually did the show before, but we're reviving it in hopes of having a better communication between us and you about rules issues. And then hopefully we'll accomplish two things here. One, that we'll get more rules right, and two, that we'll be able to have more of a conversation with you about the rules. Because sometimes we get them right, and people think we get them wrong, and they post something, and if somebody else reads that comment, they might think that we got it wrong, but in fact we got it right. So that is what this show is all about. So we can just address those comments here. And so you can help us by letting us know what rules we got wrong. Now, do us a favor and just double check to make sure nobody else has already said it, because sometimes we'll make a mistake and then there'll be like 10 or 20 or 30 comments all saying the same thing. And so just quickly scan through the comments to see if somebody else has already said it. If they haven't, then if you can leave us the time on the video that it happens and be as specific as possible, including page numbers to rule books if you don't mind. That way we can double check to see if we got it right or if you were right. And that will be very helpful. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to try to make the show weekly. I say try because, especially for some of the other games we cover, like Warmachine or X-Wing or Fantasy, since they don't have as many games going out, there might not be anything to discuss. And so mostly you'll probably see 40K every week, and then the other games, Fantasy, Age of Sigmar, Warmachine, X-Wing, and Armada will maybe be every other week or whatever they happen to be when they need to have discussions. And we'll talk about the games that we did the previous week. Now, since this is going to be our first ones, then we might go back a few more than just last week to cover some of the rules mistakes. And so you can really help us out. And of course, if you think that we get anything wrong in this video, once again, leave a comment discussing it, and we'll bring it up in next week's video. So this will be one of the things that we discuss as well. And so we're going to have each staff member sit down, whether in pairs or by themselves, depending on who did the battle reports, and we're going to cobble those all together into one video for 40K and one for each of the other games as well. And so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and enjoy Rules You Got Wrong.
Grim Tough. No idea when this was filmed, so we could let you off, but Warders have not had Weapon Master since the January 2016 errata. You're absolutely right. That was a mistake on my part, because when we had just started playing, I looked at the card and went, okay, cool, they have Weapon Master. I remembered from prior to the errata, playing them before and remembering they had Weapon Master. After the battle report was done, and after it had been posted up, and as soon as that first comment came up, I went, yep, I forgot that that was fixed, and Warders definitely do not have Weapon Master. So for future battle reports, I will make sure that Warders, when they are on the field, do not have Weapon Master unless there is some crazy awesome spell that will give it to them.